All this week in our School Matters series, we've shared informative and inspiring back-to-school stories. But get this, our very own Gayle King has quite the story of her own from an inspiring teacher in her life. Gayle was entering her senior year at Menlo Atherton High School in California when she learned her family had to move across the country for her father's job.
And so this is what happened next. I asked my high school social studies teacher, that's Roger Heathcote, and his wife, Peggy, if I could live with them to finish high school. And guess what? They said yes.
Wow.
We have kept in touch all these years, and I recently introduced them to my work family, Tony Dokoupil and Nate Burleson. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Heathcote.
Hi, Gayle.
Yes. I have
great
to say,
to
I've
see
never
you.
called them that in my life. Peggy was always Peggy. Roger, I call Dad. And I don't remember, guys, me coming over and asking to live with you. Is that how it happened? I know my parents said you can only stay if you have a good home to live in. And I couldn't live with my best friend, Alana. They said, nope, you can't do that. Did I come and ask you?
Yes.
Seems to me you got in touch with us, and then I think both your parents came over and talked to us. I mean, we had to be interviewed, Gayle. This was important.
Did you say yes right away, or did you say, let us think about it?
Well, we knew your parents were coming over, and we knew what they were going to ask us. And we had talked, and right away we said yes. We didn't know what we were getting into, but we were very fond of you right from the very beginning, Gayle. And we said yes.
Yeah.
There
So
she is.
that's me in the background.
Strike a pose, Gayle. in the
So
background.
that's Dad and Ian and look how little their kids were.
Babies.
And then they took me in too.
Wow.
They rearranged their house so I could have my own bedroom. It really is extraordinary, guys, what you guys did when they have two little kids of their own.
Right.
Oh.
I should say, why did you do that? Actually,
It was fun having you around.
Oh, it was yeah.
fun.
You were fun to be with, Gayle, all
Your
the time.
friends would stop by and a lot
Oh,
of
gosh.
action, a lot going
A lot
on.
of activity, yeah.
When Gayle was walking through the hallways of high school, what was she like? I mean, what kind of presence was she?
When she walked through the hall, she said hello to everyone.
Oh, really?
She knew half the school. Gayle was very well known, so friendly and so pert out there that everybody'd stop and say hi.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Gayle, she oftentimes jokes how people say she could talk to a tree.
Yeah.
Was she always into news or breaking news or reading the paper?
no.
She was into music, into basketball players.
Wait a minute, Roger. Not basketball, but basketball players.
The basketball players.
She was into reading the daily newspaper that came the day after the basketball game. She was the statistician for the basketball team and didn't miss a game, but she'd wait for the newspaper to come so she could open the sports page to see what they had written about her Menlo Atherton Bears. And she cut all those newspaper articles out. And as I remember, you made a scrapbook at the end of the year, didn't you, Gayle?
I did. So I would sit
remember
out
it?
in front of the house, guys, sitting on top of a ladder, waiting for the newspaper to come.
Yes.
Do you guys remember that? I used to sit outside,
Yes,
on the top of the ladder, waiting to look for the newspaper truck to come.
Wow.
I love basketball. I loved it.
The newspaper boy, I'm sure he was disappointed if he ever found out that she was more interested in the paper than she was in him.
Also true.
He thought I had a love interest, but
Also
nope.
true.
On that newspaper.
You know, it's so funny. To this day, Peggy, I wear clogs because of you. Peggy always wore clogs. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can see this. I have a
And
blue
Granny-
pair right now. To this day, I wear clogs because of you. Peggy made my senior high school, my senior prom dress. Do you remember this? That you made my senior prom dress?
Yes, I do.
There it
We
is
have a
right
picture.
there.
Here we go.
That's
I
me and
do.
John Swift.
John Swift.
Oh, yes.
Who was on the basketball team.
Of course he was.
But John and I weren't
See,
boyfriend and girlfriend.
I
I
thought
mean,
he
if
w-
John is still alive and he's looking at this,
No.
he's like, what? No, he and I were really good
You can
friends.
kind of tell you're not boyfriend and girlfriend. Looks more like
Why?
a handshake there. Like you're closing a business deal.
But Peggy made this dress. Peggy made this dress.
That's a beautiful dress. So, Peggy and Roger, what's it been like watching Gayle King graduate high school, go to college, University of Maryland, then go off into the world? And for a while, she's a local news reporter. But then, at a certain point, she's Gayle King on the cover of Time magazine. She's Gayle King at the White House. She's Gayle King interviewing celebrities or presidents, major politicians.
Awarded so many times over, nationally, internationally known.
What's that like?
Oh, we just remember her as a high school student.
Yes,
So
right.
much fun and so happy and just ready to take off on an event. I remember we'd go over to the coast and go walking on the beach, and we'd just go on field trips and just have so much fun. And she was
you
part
must-
of the family.
Yes.
There must be moments, though, when you're at the grocery store just doing the weekly shopping and there's a magazine and Gayle King is on the cover of that magazine. You're like, oh, there's Gayle. There's our other daughter.
I buy it.
Thank you guys so much
But-
for taking me in my senior year. Thank you. I was just so a vital, important part of that family, and still stays with me today. Still, Kirby and Will. Everybody knows the Heathcotes in my house. Everybody.
Awesome.
And when I talk about people, to people about you, I just say, to know Gayle is to love her. That's all I can say. And we did. We
same
love you.
way.
We love you today. So this has been a lot of fun for us.
I feel the
It's great to
same.
see you on TV. I go, oh, look at Gayle. Wow. Isn't she great?
She is.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you so much. They are the
Amazing
nicest,
people.
sweetest people,
Yes.
honestly. And I'm in awe of what they did back then with two little kids.
And we do all
Thank
love
you.
you.
Thank you,
Yes.
Heathcotes.